From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Well, again, it was a gully washer for some areas this morning. Southeastern Oklahoma in particular just got some extremely heavy rain in a short amount of time. Very much like yesterday, a sharp cutoff from north to south. Unfortunately, north of Tulsa, where really you need the rain more than most other spots, nothing across southeast Kansas. Very light totals around Copan and Bartlesville. You had a couple downpours. And even in the Tulsa metro, it was a sharp cutoff. North side of the metro, quarter of an inch of rain. You south side of the metro around Bixby, you had an inch or more. And then further south, this is where it really added up in a quick hurry. I showed you some of these totals a few minutes ago. 4.5 inches around that range in the Poto vicinity. 3 inches around Eufaula, for 3.5 inches around Okemah. And this did trigger some flash flood warnings this morning. Now, we don't expect the next round or two of storms as we head into Wednesday to be quite as widespread, but we're still going to have some severe weather threats with our next round or two of storms that's coming our way in the next about 24 to 36 hours. Another sunny look here, so we're following that same progression we've been on the last few days with kind of a rainy, stormy morning and a sunnier afternoon. Temperatures are still great, upper 70s. Again, in a lunchtime hour on an August day, that is something to enjoy. Dew points are in the upper 60s. Now, the one change I do think by even like 4 to 5 o'clock this afternoon is those dew points are going to come up. So it will start to get a little bit muggier by late in the day, and there's not a whole lot of wind to cool us off today. Visible satellites showing the clouds that have swung on out here after those storms this morning that, again, were particularly quite heavy across southeastern Oklahoma. 80-degree readings where it's sunnier, and then 70s generally elsewhere. That'll all kind of level out this afternoon. And as I just mentioned, those dew points, upper 60s, low 70s, more muggy air mass to the south starts to surge north. That will start to impact our heat index values. We didn't have much of a heat index yesterday. We'll start to feel the muggies today. I think especially tomorrow, outside of any storms, is going to be very muggy, and unfortunately over the weekend as well, which means those dreaded high heat index values start to come back. Even today, if the humidity climbs enough, we could have those heat index values in the mid-90s by later this afternoon. Again, by August standards, that's not that bad, but it'll be a little bit toastier than yesterday. Tomorrow, though, we may be back close to heat advisory criteria and could be excessive heat warning criteria this upcoming weekend. So yes, the August heat is headed back our way after the cool stretch, relative cool stretch that we've been on recently. So radar is quiet, and it'll stay that way this afternoon, but then overnight, once again, into early tomorrow morning, another chance for scattered showers and storms, especially as we head towards about 3, 4, 5 in the morning. And I don't think storms will be quite as widespread as they were this morning. Now, that'll be for the morning hours tomorrow. This is tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. There is another risk for severe storms, especially to the east and northeast of Tulsa. And this round of storms for, again, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, will have all modes of severe weather possible. Still likely a wind and hail threat. The tornado threat is low, but the last several rounds of storms we've had, the tornado threat's been non-existent. It's still very, very low, but there is a chance that we could have Wednesday evening 1 or 2 rotating storms in addition to the wind and hail threat. So let's walk you through this quickly on Future View. Again, mostly quiet today. There could be an isolated storm in southeastern Oklahoma. We'll be keeping an eye for that, but very low chance. Early tomorrow morning, we're again watching to the west for some scattered strong storms to swing through. Again, it probably won't be as many storms as we had this morning, but some could be locally heavy. We'll be in the 70s. Hotter weather starts to settle in on Wednesday with highs low to mid-90s, pretty windy conditions. Then here are those storms that try to flare up late in the day, Wednesday into Wednesday evening and Wednesday night, especially south and east of the I-44 corridor. And if any of those are a little more kind of discrete in nature, a little more isolated in nature, that's what will push the severe weather threat up a little bit more late in the day on Wednesday. Otherwise, here comes the heat again, so enjoy the temperatures today because then August starts to return. There's a couple chances for storms Wednesday, highs upper 90s and dreaded heat index values back near 110 as we head towards Friday and Saturday.